Hi, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Melissa, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Ketolifestyle and Low Carb Cooking with Melissa. Click that bell, that way you get any new uploads of my delicious meals that I prep and my delicious desserts. Today I have a sweet tooth, but I don't feel like cooking a big batch of cookies. So I have a solution for you. It's not only going to be quick and easy, it is low carb and budget friendly. So if you don't always feel like making a batch of cookies, but you do feel like eating a cookie, here's my solution. I'm making a 1 cast iron pan cookie. Let's get started because I want to quickly show you how I make it. The first thing that you want to do is set your oven to 350 degrees and let it preheat while you're prepping your ingredients. So the first thing I usually do after I turn my oven on is I went ahead and softened my butter. So you want to soften a half stick of butter, or excuse me, a half cup of butter. Sorry about that. So it's 1 stick of butter. What you want to do is add 1.5 cups of almond flour. You can use any brand, just make sure it is a fine almond flour. The second thing that you want to go ahead and add is add your butter in the almond flour. You're going to add 1 egg. Make sure you leave it sit out because you want it to be room temperature. And then you're going to add a half teaspoon of baking powder. Any brand would work. And you're just going to mix it all together. And lastly, you want to add a half cup of your favorite granular sugar. If you're doing low carb or keto, you can use any brand sugar that you want. You can use Swerve, you can use Preheat, you can use stevia, you can use monk fruit. Today, I think because I'm baking a cookie, I'm going to use Splenda. So what you're going to do is just take a wire whisk and just whisk it all together until it's well incorporated. And I'm going to get that whisked up. So once you've whisked it all together, it should look like this, like a dough consistency. It smells really good. The last thing that you're going to do is you're just going to measure out a half cup of your favorite chocolate chips. You can leave them as chocolate chips, or you can cut them up. If you have a favorite chocolate bar, just cut it up into a half cup into small pieces. I feel like chocolate chips is easier to use. Now, you can use Lily's brand sugar-free chocolate chips, or you can use Hershey's zero sugar chocolate chips. And I have these on hand. And sometimes these run a little bit cheaper in my local Walmart, so I'm going to use these. And you're just going to fold them in. I don't have much in my bag, so I'm going to go ahead and just dump them in. And I'm just going to take my rubber spatula and I'm just going to fold them in. So after you folded in your zero sugar chocolate chips, you can add anything else that you would like in there. You can add your favorite nuts. It could be peanuts, it could be walnuts, it could be pecans, or you can just leave it just with the chocolate chips. You don't even necessarily have to use chocolate chips. You can use any flavor. You can use white chocolate. You can use like a salted caramel. Just make sure when you're keeping it low carb and keto that you're using a zero sugar or no sugar added. So the next thing you want to do is get a 10-inch cast iron skillet, and you want to grease it up before you put the dough in there. So I'm just going to give it a spray. The next thing you're going to do is go ahead and take your dough and transfer it into your skillet, your greased skillet. So you want to make sure you get it spread evenly in the pan, so it should look like this. And I'm getting ready to put it in the 350 degree oven for about 10 to 12 minutes, just so the top is slightly cooked. And then when you take it out of the oven, you're going to let it sit for 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in the oven, and then I will show you what it looks like when it comes out. And this is what it looks like after it bakes for 10 to 12 minutes on 350 degree oven. Yum. Topping on, I'm using a sugar-free Smucker's chocolate syrup, and I may squirt a little bit of whipped cream on top. Enjoy!